guys, it's April 15th and we're ready for our next math lesson. Today we are learning the differences or how to identify faces and bases. I'll start first with pyramids and then Mr. Hyatt's going to explain about prisms. So a pyramid has only one base, just one, and it's opposite to the vertex, which is this point right here. So those two are opposite. And then when you're trying to identify the faces for a pyramid, you look at the base. The base is the key. And you say to yourself, okay, I have to count the edges of this base. So I count this one edge, and this one edge has a face connected to it, a triangular face for a pyramid. So then I could say, okay, I have one triangle, two triangle faces, three, four triangle faces for a square, and then I have the base included as well. And so that means I have 5 faces altogether for a square pyramid.
Very good. So I'm going to talk about prisms, which are different from pyramids. Now, prisms are prisms because they have faces on the sides of them that are always going to be rectangles. Okay, so these shapes are generally longer. So you have the faces on the sides, and then you have two shapes on each end.
Two bases.
Two bases, but they're also called faces as well. But in this case, the faces are bases. And so the shape of this, or the base of this shape, is a hexagon. So this is called a hexagonal prism. Okay, so just remember this shape has 8 faces. We have 6 going around, 6 rectangles going around the sides, and then 1 on each end. So 6 plus 2 is 8.
So 2 bases and 6 rectangles make 8 faces altogether. Perfect. Now if we look at your pages that you're going to do, you have to shade the faces for each of these 3 shapes, but you have to shade both the faces and the bases. Now for this, again, the key is to look for the base. And once you look at the base, then you can figure out how many faces you have. So if we look at this one, you say to yourself, okay, I have 2 bases, and then I'm going to count all of the edges around the one base because each edge has a face attached. So then you would say, okay, so there's 2 bases and there's 6 edges, so there's 6 rectangles around, and so there would be 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, while a pyramid, you only have one base, and then you have 4 triangles connected to that one base. And so then you say, well, I have 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, then the next page, we have to look at these shapes and we have to count how many faces are on here and fill up the table. So if it has 5 faces or fewer, it's going to go in here. 6 faces like A is going to go in here. And 7 faces or more would go in this part. And then the last section is where you need to look at, use the shape flow and fill out the table. So at least one face is a rectangle. Well, A, it definitely has some rectangles. It's a prism. So A would go here. But B, at least one face is a triangle. It's a pyramid. So B would go in here. How does that sound, Mr. Hyde? Does that all make sense?
That's great.
All right. Okay, kiddos, so we need to do those 3 pages. If you don't understand the Venn diagrams, don't worry. Okay? Good luck. Thanks so much.